Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, Reactorites? John here, and it's time to talk about the Animaniacs, the reboot. And the reason why I'm doing the reboot quote is that I don't think it's an actual reboot. Like, a reboot just feels like they're changing it. It has the same name but new characters, or same characters but new actors, voice actors, different story. This is more like a continuation of the Animaniacs, a revival, kind of like X-Files revival, where they've been gone for so many years and they're coming back. So yeah, with the voices are back too. You got Rob Paulson, he's back as Yakko, and you also have Jess Harnell back as Wacko, and Tress MacNeille, she's back as Dot. And also the composers are back, songwriters, composers Julie and Steve Bernstein, they're back, and also Randy Rogel, I think I might have butchered his last name, but he's back too with the songs. It's been 22 years since we've last seen the Animaniacs, and during those time, they've been dormant and they had to catch up. For this review, Hulu sent 5 episodes, and I was able to check out episode 1, episode 4, 6, 8, and 10. And these episodes are focused mainly on the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. There is one other skit that focused on a kid and an alien. That was kind of out there. Not my personal favorite, but if you're a fan of Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs, this should be fine. And I'm pretty sure the other episodes that haven't been shown to me yet, they have other skits. Hopefully the good feathers, because the good feathers, I love them because it's a riff on the Goodfellas, which I didn't know at the time when I was watching Animaniacs until I watched Goodfellas later, and I was like, holy crap. This is Goodfellas, Good Feathers, adult. You have these birds inspired by the Mafia films. So I was like, man, that's nuts. But back at this, so what we've seen so far, Animaniac stuff, skits, and also the shorts with Pinky and the Brain. There are many things that are still charming about them, that are still enjoyable. And there are things where the topics that they chose, I felt they were lacking. Like, they could have chose something better. For example, there was one episode where they go to Russia, or there's like a Russian counterpart of the Animaniacs with Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. And I just felt like the jokes they just fell flat, especially with the caricatures of the Russians. So I'm pretty sure Russia's watching it. They're like, yeah, it just feels like a caricature. The Animaniacs right now, they're in a tough position because Animaniacs, you watch them, you know them to make fun of a lot of things, pop culture, and sometimes they bring in politicians, like Bill Clinton playing the sax. And so here they also talk about Trump, and every time when they mention it, it just feels like they're making fun of Trump. And they're also making fun of other groups. So it feels like they're protective of one group and they're making fun of another group. While if you were to compare it to South Park is an adult animated show that makes fun of everybody. Here with the Animaniacs, it feels like they have a certain favorite. And you can feel that when you watch the opening. And the opening, the majority of it is still the same. The lyrics are almost the same. It do certain changes to cater to the new crowd, the 2020 crowd, and they talk about how they're ethnically diverse, how they are gender balanced, and they are pronouns. They're promoting pronouns and all that. So they're definitely all about that diversity and just catering to everybody. But then they have episodes with the Russian thing I was talking about, and so I feel like certain things they still want to make fun of. I don't get why they need to mention that, like, for this cartoon show, because Animaniacs is known to just make fun of things and to not care, because they're always messing around with people, especially Ralph the security guard, and making fun of other people. But this one, so far, I wish they would have shown more episodes, because so far all I got was Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain, and I felt like I'm missing a lot. And even the Pinky and the Brain stuff, I felt like the episodes with them were kind of lackluster, and there are even parts where I felt bored of it. And then I look forward to watching the Animaniacs come back again, and there are moments where they shine, especially when there's like a anime-inspired episode There's an episode where it's all cutesified, and so there's still gross out humor, and there's still songs. There's still songs in the Animaniacs where you can enjoy. And I think my favorite part out of the episodes I've seen was the opening, and it was a reference to Jurassic Park, which you can see, Hulu released that whole thing. They released the best part so that people can watch it. It's like, man, this is funny. And that Jurassic Park was hilarious. So for the Jurassic Park reference, you have Dr. Alan Grant, you have Jeff Goldblum's character, and you have Sadler. They're there, they're watching, they're like, oh, what is that? And you're thinking it's supposed to be dinosaurs, but it's something else. And then you have Steven Spielberg showing up playing the part of John Hammond. And that was funny. That was like a hilarious part and was a great way to open Animaniacs. But yeah, I just wish they were able to just capture that moment and just make me laugh out loud and all that, and just have more references. And there are references throughout. You have Batman references. There's Wonder Woman. And so those are all sprinkled throughout. But here's hoping for more. The things I like about this, the Animaniacs, was the return of the voice actors. They're great. You have the songs, they're back. And they are there are some fun moments where there's an anime inspired episode. There's an episode that reminds me of, what's her name, the Unikitty in Lego Movie, where everything's cute. They're introducing a new CEO of Warner Brothers, and I do miss the old CEO because this new one is just like a new CEO from the new age, but she just feels very one note and not that entertaining or engaging or anything. She's just there, and I don't feel the tension before like I had with the previous one. Yeah, but for this one, she's just not a good rival against the Warner Brothers and the Warner sister Dot. And it's kind of like the previous CEO it's funny to laugh at him, and it's fun to root for the Animaniacs to take over. For the new CEO, I'm still rooting for the Animaniacs to take over and just to get the one up. Yeah, the character so far is just annoying and just not that interesting for me. But yeah, Animaniacs, there are still moments where it shines. I love some of the segments. I love some of the skits. But it's one of those things where after watching 5 episodes, I have no desire to watch the rest of the episodes if they're going to be just like the ones I've seen. And I feel like I'm not going to miss out on anything other than that great opening with that Jurassic Park reference. That's like the best thing so far. So those are my thoughts. Maybe you guys will enjoy them. If you do, let me know on the comments below what your thoughts are. With that said, I'm John, and I'll see you guys next time.